again, lol paladins. Gross. Pot meat kettle. She's just upset because she knows she's full of baggage that no high quality man wants her. She gets what she deserves. She's only someone's side piece and never more. You're quick. I think this is to you.
To me?
I don't know.
Yeah, you. I don't know why you wanted to come in on that.
I'm in a relationship though, and we're very happy together.
I think he's mentioning the side piece component of the whole non-monogamy.
Well, right now we're actually exclusive. Because I just said I wanted to take a break from dating. I wanted him. I don't really want him talking to other women. He doesn't care if I talk to other women. So that's kind of our dynamic right now.
Okay. All right. We have more chats. Maybe if you weren't so much damaged goods, you wouldn't get so upset that I'd prefer any other woman other than you.
I don't know who that man is.
You don't know lol paladins?
I don't know who that is.
He's a paladin. He actually lol paladins. I don't know if you were here earlier on in the show. So she's a witch. Me and Andrew are paladins, casting protection spells.
Well, it didn't work because that earthquake hit. That was my ex.
Oh shit! Okay.
No, it did work because your earthquake didn't take us out.
Oh
shit!
True.
It shook our
You're right.
Warlord 69 Uwu says. What happened to your magic gypsy? Does it not work in this scenario? Does Leonardo DiCaprio give you the ick?
Because he's with a really young woman.
Oh.
Or Nick, you want to pull up that infographic for Leo? I think it's in the infographic.
I think he has like a history of that.
It
too.
is in the.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's icky. I think it's icky.
You think everything's icky?
I think certain situations are icky. Yes.
Unless it comes to open relationships, that's fine. Everything else, fucking icky.
Yeah, because I don't see how an open relationship is.
I think there's an updated one.
Not icky, but
you can find an open relationship.
How is it not
Hexing's not
icky
icky,
to be
lesbians
sleeping with
are icky.
multiple people? That seems pretty icky.
Oh,
How's
that's
that not
based
icky?
off
So,
of your
Nick,
decision.
it's
your
just
So
in the
is an
Dropbox.
18-year-old being a 30-year-old.
Yeah, and I
Dropbox.
stated my opinion.
Yeah.
You
Just
guys,
the
you can
Dropbox
agree
folder.
or disagree with it. I'm not here to tell people what they should or shouldn't believe.
We have a chat from Lil Paladins. By the way, the only advantage that younger women have is less baggage. If I met an older woman with less baggage,
Sure.
I'd love it. You are disgusting because of your baggage, not because of your age. Which?
Okay.
Okay. And then one sec, hold on. There's two more coming in.
Jeez,
We have Giovanni.
his account's gonna be drained.
Giovanni, Andrew is witch's man, not a cuck. If her man lets her bang other girls, I guess I'm a feminist because I don't allow my chick to date smash anyone regardless of gender. Cuck is egalitarian.
Yeah, I don't think cuckoldry applies to females. So the female can cuck a man, but I don't think that men that wouldn't go with the distinction of the word.
Yeah.
So
Is
Nick,
it
do you have
different
it?
too when like
Okay. Yep,
when
we're
both
ready.
parties are allowed to do whatever
Okay,
they
can
want
you,
as well, too?
no,
I
no,
just-
that's still cuckery.
It's still
put Other
cuckery?
side, yeah, just put something in it. Yeah, that
So a
that
man
one's
can
good. That one's good.
be sleeping with
Hold
other
on.
women.
So
and
I'm
it's still
sorry, I got to
cuckery?
redirect here. I got to redirect. So Leonardo DiCaprio refuses to date a woman. Hold on, let me read this. Media, government, and older women are grooming young women to hate age gap relationships due to the collapsing economy, prevent them from adopting conservative views. Plus, old women are bad for long-term relationships. That's from Final Wave Feminism. Thank you for your message, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. We have Leonardo DiCaprio refuses to date a woman over 25. So this is his relationship history. Actually, recently, I think this is somewhat dated. He just finally dated a 26-year-old.
Wow. Big day for Leo.
Good job, Leo. 50. He did it, boys. But as you see, he's not really, when it comes to his relation, has not dated over 25. Is this so the question was, does Leonardo DiCaprio give you the ick?
A little bit.
Okay, good to know.
the perfect
All right, we have Randon.
But they're
Brendan
25 and their
Bradford.
prefrontal cortex is all developed. Though,
Yeah, I know.
So-
I still think that like
I'm sorry, I have
in
to read
general
this.
you should date
isn't
people your own age.
Isn't this witch lady advocating for harming other individuals willingly? That's wild. Question for the panel: how do we feel about this age gap rule for men? Date half your age plus 7.
But you missed a checkmate.
What do you mean?
She said it was icky, and she says, "But wait, the prefrontal cortex is developed at 26, and she still thinks it's icky."
He's 40.
I think it's considerably less icky.
Oh, but still icky.
Considerably less. I think that you should be dating people your own age.
So
Why? Why does that
Now your
matter?
argument's
I don't
changed.
even know why that would matter at all.
I
old
think
is your
it's- I just
boyfriend?
think it's weird.
I think women
He's
should
22.
only date men.
How old are you? 23.
I think women should only date men.
Well, they're
'cause
not the same age.
That,
No, but we're pretty close. It's
so women
different.
should only date men. Women seem to have a preference for men who are funny, despite their lack of humor themselves. I think it's icky that women like aren't funny, but they have this huge desire for dating funny men. You're from your purview, you're only allowed to essentially desire traits in a partner that you yourself possess.
Age
so you
isn't
need to
a
be
trait.
Yeah, you need your look, it doesn't have to be like the
Age is a
same
trait.
birthday. It doesn't have
What
to
do you
be
mean? How's it not a
It's
trait?
different than a personality trait.
You changed your birth date. How is it not a trait?
Done. Yeah.
That's okay. That's a
You decided to change your birth date identity, and
Where's
it's not a trait.
Where's
I'm
the
a
new?
quirky
That was brutal.
boom, roasted. Before I get into the grooming thing, really quick. So putting aside or even granting your arguments that it is icky, gross, creepy, predatory, whatever, can you actually make a compelling argument in terms of the benefits to the man for why he should date, for example, a 35-year-old over a 25-year-old, assuming he's, say, 35 himself or 40?
I don't think that I think there's more experience, and I think
Okay.
a lot of people want to date people that are at the same level as them, and it's kind of a thing of like it's,
Really?
Yeah,
Women don't?
I would say
Women don't?
I do. I would.
No.
I do not want to date an 18-year-old and like.
Whoa, hold on. The same
a big
level.
part
Oh,
of
wait,
it.
wait, hold on. The same level. Why am I doing a fucking
I don't know. I don't know what's going
Coomer
on.
Gremlin? Fucking
You're just trying to.
Okay, hold on. Okay, hold on. Tell us about the status of your boyfriend.
What do you mean?
You said he's a famous rapper. No. Look, this is a little
Yeah, but
literally checkmate.
but I'm a
Look,
witch.
She's just been you've just been checkmate.
What
does that
I
have
can
to
see
do
it.
with anything?
Checkmate.
I'm talking about status.
Wait. You say people should date on their level. You're literally in a relationship with a guy who dwarfs your status.
You have no idea how
You're
much money
predatory
I'm
for
worth.
pursuing
You
a
have-
man. You are predatory for pursuing a man more successful than you, more money, more clout, more
How?
followers. You said he's got millions of followers across social media.
Yeah.
He dwarfs your social media status.
Okay.
Well,
You fucking
What does
clout
that have
chased
to
him,
do
you
with
predatory
anything?
clout chaser.
He slid in my DMs.
Right, so.
wait a
So
second.
he's
Wait, so
in
what?
my
Okay, if an
DMs.
18-year-old slides into my DMs, I'm 35, no problem? She slides into my DMs.
It's less creepy than a 30-year-old that's going out of their way to try and slide into 18-year-olds' DMs.
Bro, but there's such a power dynamic in your relationship.
What if he
Well,
had slid
what
in?
we
Hang on.
talked
I'm
about.
sorry. You wouldn't be dating him if he had slid into your DMs?
What do you mean?
Wait, you slid
I
in-
wouldn't.
wait, he slid into yours.
He slid in mine. Yeah.
Whoa,
I
that's
wouldn't
really
have even known
predatory.
about
Hold
that.
on,
That was so
now this is
predatory.
predatory. Your boyfriend is predatory because there's this huge power imbalance
Yeah.
because he has more status,
Yeah.
he has a bigger following, he's a famous rapper. Rappers make a lot of money, right?
And you don't have the same life experience. He's
And you're a witch. That's
literally he's
He
waiting
also
to pounce.
practices witchcraft.
So why did you, despite your
hacks his
views
career.
of like asymmetry in relationships being predatory or creepy or icky, why did you then choose to be in a relationship with him?
You have no money. I have a lot of money too. I have a lot of things going for me as well. Too.
More than a rapper with 1.2 million followers or whatever?
I
the
want
fuck?
an extremely huge lawsuit. Extremely
Okay, cool.
huge
Cool.
lawsuit.
You came into your
I
money
have
without.
very good investments rolling. We both
Yeah,
are.
Okay,
we
fine.
both are
People
content.
for
We both are
love
content creators. Like, and
He's got more status than you.
sure,
What, there's asymmetry in your status.
sure. That's conversations we've had. It was a red flag, and from the get go, I didn't trust him from the get go. I did not trust him from day one. He had to build that trust with me. I've never once said every single 30-year-old that goes after an 18-year-old is a creep. I'm saying it's a red flag. Him being a rapper? Yeah, kind of was a red flag when we first met.
And here you are in a relationship
Yes,
with them.
because we connected.
Oh, and how about if a 19-year-old connects with a 30-year-old?
Then that's fine. But that's something
But
that
you
the
know it's
19-year-old
not fine.
should look out
no.
for.
But
You
it
still
gives you
think
the
it's
Okay,
icky.
I'm okay
You
with
still think it's icky?
No, I think it's icky to purposely target younger women as a 30-year-old man. I think
said
that's
anything about targeting
ickier.
No one disagrees on that.
That was what the comment was originally.
I
and
disagree
that's what
with
I
it.
replied to,
I
and
still
that's
don't
why I
understand
said
why
you
that would be
two.
icky. Targets them for what? A relationship? Because she thinks that they're beautiful? Like, what is the
just think it's
problem?
weird because I think a lot of the
Consensually
time,
attracted to each other?
Yeah.
a 30-year-old who's going for an 18-year-old is because he can't get women his own age.
Yeah,
Actually, wait. Can I'll make this argument really quick.
So if you're
Marla.
22, then that means your prefrontal cortex isn't fully developed, so then maybe you shouldn't be dating it.
Wait,
right?
hold on.
I'm dating someone who's my age, so it's a very
But
different
you're still
conversation.
not.
I'm not
you're
dating
not fully
a 30-year-old.
developed yet to make that decision.
maybe,
Well,
maybe you should wait till
wait.
you're 26 and revisit it.
Hold on. So
Very
you
different.
do you, okay. I just want to point this out. So I would actually make the argument that a man who's 30, who's able to say regularly attract 18, 19, 20-year-old women, is probably really attractive to 30-year-old women, because it's for you as a guy at 30 to get attraction from an 18, 19, 20-year-old. Bro, you gotta be bringing something to the table.
No.
It's not these average
A lot of
30. You think
18-year-old
average 30-year-old dudes?
Yes,
They're
because-
bringing something to the table.
No, because
and
I
if
would
they're
say-
attracted, if you're a 30-year-old guy and you're attractive to 18, 19, 20-year-olds, trust me, you're attractive to 30-year-olds too.
I would say a
Bro,
lot of 18.
it's harder as a 30. You think
No.
it's? Let me ask you a question. Is it easier as a 30-year-old man to pull like a batty 19-year-old or to pull a batty 30-year-old? Which is harder?
I think it would be harder for them to pull a batty 30-year-old. Because I think the 19-year-old's going to be considerably more impressed because he has considerably more life experience than him. He more than likely has considerably more money than her because he's been in a position where he can do that. She's going to be, a 19-year-old is going to be way easier to impress than a 30-year-old who's been around the block.
Yeah, 30-year-old who's more mature and has a free frontal cortex who's developed and can make those informed
I
decisions.
would say you have a lot more experience than me.
It's just
Which one?
hypocrisy.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
I think I would say,
Andrew,
as
you
a
had
person
something?
who's gone through those ages, that at 23, if somebody would have came to me who's 35, I would have said, ew, because you're old. But then at 30, I would have looked at that same person and been more attracted to them because I understand more of what they have to bring.
Right.
Jaivanik donated $200. Andrew, can you give your logical reasons against age gap relationships? You keep alluding to it. Last chat, sorry for spamming.
Yeah, thank you, Giovanni.
No.
You can't give the enemy ammunition here.
No.
Thank you, Giovanni. Appreciate the thing. Really quick, going back
But
to
they're
you.
really good, and they're
They're
not the
Well, I would like to hear them.
I know, I'm sure you would,
I don't
but
say any of them.
you got to give it.
Because
one
you
day,
said that you
one
have
day
a
there's
lot of
gonna be a
arguments, but
feminist.
you don't think it's,
good.
ick. So I'm like,
One day
where's
there's
that?
going to be a feminist on that side of the table, and she's going to make compelling arguments. She's going to back me in a corner,
I
and
doubt
then I'm going to just obliterate her with why age gaps are wrong. That day is not today.
Well, they are wrong.
Okay.
Right, but you said that. Oh, okay. All right.
That day
That's fine.
is not today.
So, really quick for you, you asked her the definition of grooming. What's your definition of grooming?
I think she worded it perfectly. I really, really liked how she worded it.
Okay, so you agree with her definition?
Yeah, I agree with the definition.
Okay. And then I think did we do this one? Oh, we did. We didn't really get an answer. I think. How do you guys feel about date half your age plus 7 as a benchmark for? That's for the whole panel. If anybody wants to weigh
I'm
in.
doing like the mental gymnastics right now.
Well, I do have to move off of the
I'd be
age
me
gap.
dating a
Oh, well, last
22-year-old?
thing.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay, so last thing on the age gap thing. Or no, I already asked it. I think I was just no. I already asked like what would the benefits be to the man for why you should date a 35-year-old over a 25-year-old, and you said more experience.
Yeah, and also, oftentimes you're probably gonna have more money as a 30-year-old.
Woman.
Man or woman, they're gonna have
Right,
more
but you
money
think
than
men-
an 18-year-old.
So
in
going,
general.
I guess this brings us back a little bit to the conversation we were having with the flight attendant. Do you think men
Send
care?
in a champagne pop, and then I'll tell you the
women
argument.
care, and that's
And it's a good argument.
that's why I think women can
Women-
get in positions where they will go for a 30-year-old. They will overlook a lot of red
Right,
flags
but so-
because that man has an apartment, he has a good job, and a lot of 18-year-olds, they're adults, but they're not really.
Wait, but earlier in the conversation, you said, what are the benefits of dating an older man? You've just made the argument.
I've never
for what
said
the
there wasn't benefits to dating an older man.
I think you said something along the lines of why would they date them? What are the benefits?
No,
what do they get from it?
I don't understand why a 30-year-old would purposely target 18-year-olds. I don't understand the benefit from that.
Because they don't want a single mom, and they don't want a bunch of fucking trauma, and they don't want a bunch of bullshit. That's
Okay,
why.
there's plenty of 30-year-olds that are
No,
not single moms.
the pool is ever shrinking as to how much baggage
Okay, so does
a
this
30-year-old
man
brings to the table.
Does this 30-year-old man also not have trauma?
Significantly less,
Less.
generally.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, don't you feel like that's something that should be discussed? Why do women have significantly more trauma than men?
Well, I think
We're
that-
more
So this is
emotional.
exactly why
Well, I can give you.
I am
Sure.
saying
I'm happy to
women
get
should
into it.
defend themselves and women should
Well,
prioritize their
I think
safety
that
and
women
well-being
will
over everything.
Well, I also think that women tend to overplay what is actually considered traumatic to them versus what is not.
I don't think that what's
I can
considered
give you an
traumatic to
exa-
me, that's my experience and that's my definition,
Uh-huh.
and you're not able
It's
to
my
define
truth.
what
It's
someone...
my truth.
It is, because what I go through, my trauma, it's
So,
going to have an impact on me.
Shall we
It doesn't have
challenge?
an impact on you.
Shall we challenge this and see if this is actually true?
Just
Guy
trauma
breaks
being
into a
used way too
convenience
much
store.
for, like,
Okay,
men.
he breaks into a convenience store. While he's there, there's a woman there and there's a clerk. Okay, he goes over to the woman and he just damn near bashes her head in and then essays her right there. Okay, while the guy's on the ground, he doesn't see any of it. Then he also steals a candy bar. And she gets up and she says to the police, I can't believe what he just did. This is awful. It's horrible. And he goes, yeah, and he stole my Snickers bar. That was traumatizing to me that he stole my fucking Snickers bar. Just as traumatizing as what happened to you.
Yeah, I
You
guess
can't,
if he
you
wants-
can't, you're going to tell me you cannot make the distinction as to which one of them actually has more trauma from this because it's internalized and it's subjective. And so it's possible in your worldview that the guy who had the Snickers bar stolen is every bit as traumatized as the woman who was just half beaten and essayed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that there are people...
And do you think that rational people would agree with that?
Where I think some people are able to handle a lot more than other people. And some people, what they go through considerably hurts them more than other people.
Then if that's the
And I
case,
don't
you're
think that's
arguing...
a woman versus man.
Great,
I think
then,
that's a human
then
thing.
you're arguing against yourself. So then
How?
my argument to you would be that women are a really tiny cup and that men are a big cup. And we have just as much
Disagree.
trauma, but we can just really fucking deal with it better.
I would highly disagree
Well,
with
you
that.
could maybe make that disagreement if you hadn't just gotten done telling me that trauma is just a subjective metric, and if you steal my Snickers bar, it's just like you getting essayed if I feel like it
I
is.
never said that.
Wait, you didn't?
I never said it was the same.
Well, no,
And
it
I
could be.
think-
Wait, I'm sorry.
I think it's a weird hypothetical. I don't
is
know
it-
why we're like
is it
fantasizing
logically-
about a woman getting brutally...
I'm sorry. How's that a
fantasizing about
fantasy?
it.
How's that a fantasy?
I don't know. I just don't have thoughts of that crossing my mind. I think it's a weird
He's
thing.
talking specifically
How would that be a
about
fantasy?
somebody being traumatized by
I don't know.
one
It's
act
a
versus
weird,
another.
I think the
Oh, it's
hypotheticals
weird.
you bring
It's
up
weird.
are
I can't
It is
respond. It's weird. It's weird. Ticky. Okay, so anyway, back to the hypothetical. You do theorize that I could experience as much trauma from that Snickers bar being stolen from me as this woman who got SA'd, correct?
I don't know. I'm not a therapist.
Okay.
Oh Your
I
Tiny
guess.
Brown Jackson sounds
I guess
like
last thing.
just-
I feel like you did. I don't know if you're shifting the goalposts a little bit, because initially you just said blanket statement: age gaps are gross, icky, predatory, whatever. But now that you feel like it's a bit more defensible position for you to say, well, it's not age gaps, but it's when 30 or older year old men specifically target 18-year-old women.
Yeah.
You've kind of shifted your position to be, you feel like that's a bit more defensible. So, I mean, do you still take issue? For example, let's say a man has a dating app, and in the dating app, he sets his age range from, he's 30, from 18 to 35. Do you have objections there? He's not specifically targeting 18-year-olds, but he
No,
may
I think
very
that's-
well encounter match with 18-year-olds.
I think that's less weird.
Less weird, but still weird.
Yeah, I just think it's weird when
But he's not
30-year-olds are dating
specifically
18-year-olds.
targeting them because he set his age
I think
range.
it's weird when they're not.
Okay.
But he set his age range from 18 to 35. So he's not specifically targeting 18-year-olds.
Maybe he wants to
No, I just
identify
think
with the
it's.
younger age.
I just don't. I personally could not understand finding an 18-year-old attractive. I do not
Okay,
find
women-
any 18-year-olds
women-
attractive. I would
women
never
typically don't
date
like
an
dating
18-year-old.
younger.
I'm
Women-
bisexual. I would say it's very different for me.
And you still don't, right? You don't prefer to
I
date
would
younger
never.
women.
No, I
You
would
wouldn't
want to
even-
date a woman my
What would make that
age
special that you're bisexual? How would that even relate to this?
because I would say that I have a different viewpoint. I think a lot of women don't want to date younger men, but that's like a very that's like in a straight dynamic. As a bisexual, there's a lot of bisexual women that I'm sure want to date
You?
younger women. Me personally, as a bisexual woman, I wouldn't want to date a woman.
Then I don't
that's
even
18.
understand why this would apply because you can't speak to anybody else's experience, only your own, right?
I can, and I can state my opinion, and I can state and say that 18-year-olds should be on the lookout, and if a 30-year-old's interested in you, it's a red flag, and that doesn't mean that he's a bad guy.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you don't have to date him, but it's a red flag, and it's
what?
something you should keep an eye out.
Is it
what?
only a red
Just
flag
wait
in
until
the
you
straight
turn 25
world,
and we
though?
come back to the argument.
Yeah. Is that only a red flag in the straight world? Because you just said
No, I think it would be a red flag in any circumstance.
Yeah.
still icky.
Man on man, win on win. I still think it would be gross either way.
And who do you know which orientation has the
red.
widest age gap relationships?
Oh, I'm sure it's probably lesbians. Gay men? Oh, no.
Is that because you think they're predatory towards boys?
I don't know. I am not a gay man, so.
But you,
Now suddenly you can't
Yeah,
talk
suddenly
about
you won't
anybody
talk about
else's
it 'cause it's a gay
experience.
man, yeah.
You have an opinion, and you can state your opinion until it comes to this
I
issue.
just don't have an opinion on gay men.
Oh,
Okay.
the only thing you don't have an opinion on.
No,
Two
'cause
chats
I don't
here,
really
two
have
chats.
experience
Low
with it.
Paladins, remember, experience is woman code for how many peen has she had in her mouth. Brian does have a point. It is harder to attract young women as an older man, way easier at 30 than 40. And then he also says, thank you, Low Paladins, appreciate it. Thank you, bro. He also says, let me assure the witch, as a 40-year-old man, it's impossible to find a 30-year-old woman who doesn't have crazy amounts of baggage. If I could, I'd be supporting her instead of supporting Brian. Hey, Low Paladins, he's like my internet boyfriend, pretty much. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. I'm like sugar. He's my sugar. What the? Sorry. That was
You're his sugar
that was super
baby.
cringe.
sugar bro?
I disavow. Okay. But I mean, so for example, you said like as you get older, you get more experience, right? And then I'll move it on after this. I mean, we had the 31-year-old flight attendant there. I mean, you're younger than her, and I mean, credit to you. You've been able to have these disagreements and conversations without really faltering at all. I think you've actually made some good arguments. You've maintained your composure. She completely floundered. At one point, started crying. Andrew had the kid gloves on with her. Andrew had the kid. He was treating her with kid gloves. So
Yeah, it was sad.
and she
was only
rage
masturbating
quit
herself.
and she not only that, she came in the most prepared of any of the women here, had notes in front of her. We've had that maybe 3 times. We've had over 1,000 guests. Most people don't bring notes, whatever. She had notes in front of her.
Guns blazing.
Big ol' feminist.
Shooting blinks.
She couldn't, despite her being a big ol' feminist, could not even come up with one way in which
validate
men
points,
have
yeah.
rights that women don't. Couldn't even come up with one. So it's not clear to me that her additional life experience has better prepared her for coming on this podcast, whereas you're 23. So I don't think age is necessarily going to be an indicator
No.
of.
That's why I said it's not every single circumstance, it's a red flag.
Right, but I would almost think like I know you're not inclined to date older men or whatever, but like if a 33-year-old were to date you, I would almost point out, given her conduct here, she did not seem particularly strong in her constitution. You could actually make the argument that would it be more icky to date her at 31 than to date you, for example, at 23, given her instability in her I mean, that was unstable.
Anything.
I mean,
that was unstable.
I don't want to I will never speak negatively about another woman because I'm a girl's girl. But I don't,
Oh yeah, right.
based one, I really
Fucking
am.
bullshit.
I really am,
Yeah,
but-
privately, I never say anything about any other way.
I only
Come
hex someone you
on.
pay me to.
Yeah,
Go ahead, and then I'll move it on. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Come
I
on.
don't really like talking negatively about women, but she doesn't seem like she should be in a relationship with anyone right now. Because it seems like she has a lot of work on herself that she needs to do.
Okay.
So
Maybe she
I
get
don't
her
think she should be
self-love
dating.
spell.
I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do offer healing spells and self-love spells.
Should do
So-
one pro bono for her.
We still
I
have
will. I'll do that for anyone who's on the podcast. Just DM me.
so we still have quite a few notes to get through. We'll try to get through them quickly.